If you ask me who was the true warlock of Genshin Impact, the character that every man, woman, and child should have, the ultimate seaman demon of gacha games, I would provide you with one simple answer: Venti. So hold off on your OnlyFans monetary spending and your Pornhub premium account. Save up your Christmas money and start jelking away because Venti is returning. In the next 1.4 update, we'll receive a new Venti banner, a reroll, a rerun of this seaman warlock. Now skeptics might doubt my analysis of this character, but I assure you, by the end of this video, you'll understand what I'm talking about. Now don't be fooled. Behind those green shorts are some massive fucking schmeat. In Incredibles, they state that heroes should never have cloaks or capes, but they've clearly never met this gizzard wizard. The moment Venti steps on a battlefield, the space-time continuum queefs in excitement. Venti's burst is so broken, he makes Dyson vacuums look like pieces of shit. No vacuum on Earth, or even the vacuum of space itself, can suck as hard as Venti's ult. Venti has immense speed and is able to traverse the lands with ease. Venti's calves are in such pristine shape that he runs faster than any other character in the game. If Venti decided to join the Olympics and do track and field, he would crush every single world record. They'd have to cancel the long jump event because Venti would doggy style the fuck out of that. Pole vaulting would no longer be considered a sport because Venti would catapult and extrude himself so high from his pole jump that people in the crowds would look up and break their necks just trying to look for Venti in the sky. Venti is able to inseminate his presence into the surrounding environment with ease. When combined with another animo character like Jean, his damage output becomes an effervescent torrential hurricane that absolutely maims enemies. Venti's elemental skill was like an impeccable croissant that was cooked with such necessary care and tenure. Every time I hit the E button on my keyboard, my distal phalanges of my hand have mini orgasms. Having Venti on your team is like having an anime MC who has friendship and the power of plot armor to bully his way through any obstacle. As you can see by Venti's drip, he's wearing Air Force Ones. He is absolutely doused in sauce. Oh, you think sauciness is your ally? But you merely adopted the drip. Venti was born in it, molded by it. You might think constellations are pseudoscience, but Venti clearly makes that statement a logical fallacy. Every one of his constellations are overpowered and jam-packed with sperm cells. The first time I saw his talent screen, I was immediately fertilized by the insane amount of numbers. Looking at how fucking high his press damage was for his elemental skill, and how broken his elemental burst was, made me undergo spermatogenesis. His passive talents are so good, it has my chromosomes shaking in fear. As you can see, Venti is unapologetically dripped in white Nike Yoga Hyperstrong breathable dry fit compression tights. There is no other character with this much succulent moistness. In eukaryotic cells, there's typically just one nucleus, but Venti is of no ordinary species. This vacuum-sucking warlock has 2 nuclei. Whenever Venti steps foot in a city, he immediately spermifies the area. There is never a dull moment. You always know shit is gonna go down. Consider yourself lucky if you've never had to interact with Venti. Talking with Venti is like having an infected urethra. As you can see, this poor old man is having an aneurysm just trying to talk to him. There's a reason why prison is the worst hell on earth, and this poor old man just entered the penitentiary of Venti's mind. Venti immediately does a giveaway scam to the old man. The man has no idea as his neurons aren't as advanced as mine, and just carries on with his life assuming that everything is fine. If you've ever struggled in a domain, have no fear. The Seaman Demon is here. One quick jelk from Venti is all that you need in this game. As Joker would say, you know what Venti is? He's like a dog chasing a nut. He wouldn't know what to do if he caught it. Now if you're considering giving Venti some male performance enhancement drugs, think again. Just get C4 Jean and she'll do all the heavy holding. Here's an excellent showcase of Venti's Golgi apparatus. As you can see, when Venti releases his elemental burst, his Golgi body starts going ham. These poor slimes are being absolutely massacred by his proteins. The other characters in my lineup don't even really matter. They're being hard carried by Venti secretions. You can replace all my characters with NPCs apart from Venti and you would still see the same result. Venti is able to rack up so much energy so quickly, he's like a lithium sulfur ion battery. Venti is like a sulfur cathode. Venti's favorite Pokemon move is Stockpile. because he is just hoarding these elemental orbs. If Waldo was an elemental particle, Venti would find him in zero point 0.2 nanoseconds. According to scientists, the sperm whale is the largest toothed predator. However, I couldn't disagree more. The largest toothed predator in the world is Venti. Venti's presence in battle is like a 10.0 earthquake on the Richter scale. He can turn any small battle into a full-fledged, intense armed conflict. If you have some difficulty in the spiral abyss where enemies are just constantly molesting you and you have no way to group them up, consider picking up a Venti. Not even the atmospheric pressure of spiral abyss is able to stand up to the vacuum that Venti is able to produce. These helichurls are sucked out to dry, and their souls are left ripe for the taking. Whenever Venti is on your team, the hydrogen atoms around the area just completely go AWOL. It is like being omniscient. Using Venti on your team is like having an all-seeing eye, where you can track every spermatocyte cell within the area. From there on, it's like an everyday 9 to 5 maid job. All you need to do is sweep up and take out the trash. In quantum mechanics, the vacuum is defined as the state with the lowest possible energy. However, I wholeheartedly disagree. Quantum mechanics is absolutely spewing out Gallimimus. The vacuum is defined as a state of Venti. This bard has no known bounds. Untethered to reality, the second Venti's pixels accumulate onto your monitor. You will forever be changed as a human being. This character is broken.